set up a little better. We've got a special match on tap for you here tonight. It's Crooked Cook. He's gonna take on a man he hasn't faced before, a man who many say is a prerequisite for all new fighters in this organization. Such a dangerous man. It's MF Dollar. MF Dollar usually comes out here with MF Yen, but here tonight he's coming out solo. Arachnid Soul in the booth as always. Getting ready to call this action. If you missed the full event that we posted last week, the first time ever with the new format, the Titantron, or the Dixietron, or the Turnertron, depending on which product you watch, the Honortron. It's available now on YouTube. You hear that opening bell. Crooked Cook has his work cut out for him. He doesn't have a lot of time to taunt and mess around. He's got to get at it. Irish whip that time, went in a little bit early. Shoulder block that time. Crooked Cook still with the advantage. High crotch. Scooping a slam that time from MF Dollar. And MF Dollar really likes to kick the shin out, and then he likes to go to those tomahawk chops in the back of the neck. Very dangerous man. He's a great wrestler, but he's arguably a better brawler. And there you already see him looking for that shin kick. That sweet shin music, if you will. Those nasty overhand lefts. Nicely done. Belly to belly slam that time from Crooked Cook, who then eats that boot. And Crooked Cook now back to his vertical base. Both men center one another here, jockey for position at center ring. Once again, high crotch, scooping a slam. There's that shin kick we talked about, and there's that falling tomahawk chop. It's a nasty combination. It's almost like the combination that you see Black G's use in the corner, where he starts getting you with roundhouse kicks and he gets you into that vortex. It's like MF Dollar's got a vortex of his own. It's the overhand right. There's the G-spot sweep. A lot of people don't think that move exists. Lateral press. Double palm press that time. Only got a 1 count. Front chancery here. But there's a double leg. And there are those unprotected headbutts. You saw that MF Dollar that time actually had one-on-one wrist control, so Crooked Cook couldn't even get a hand up to protect himself. And once again, that forward Russian leg sweep, the G-spot sweep, dastardly Danny Doring called that one in Philly about 20 years ago. Northern Lariat, shades of Bobby Roode. Irish whip that time, Crooked Cook with the Bipasso. Yakuza kick was not there, or as they would like me to call it, the Japanese organized crime kick. Both men now put on the brakes. We have a stalemate, and there was almost a nasty punch. Overhead, belly-to-belly suplex, sends Dollar to the outside. Crook will give chase. Might have been a mistake that time. And there's the fork. The referee can't see that, though, because the way that MF Dollar's outside the ring, we got a spotlight on the ring. It's kind of dark out at ringside. And then also, MF Dollar was actually facing away with that side headlock. Referee letting this thing go. Both men back inside the squared circle now, jockeying for position. Head and arm suplex that time. Thought it was going to be Bloody Sunday, and here's the Hiroyoshi Tenzan, Buffalo Sleeper, one of the original members of NWO, the Team 2000. Kicks the shin out again that time, does Dollar. And MF Dollar controlling this match, but Crooked Cook having moments of his own. Tried to stack him and go for those downward punches. Shades of Kazuki Sakuraba, that match he had with Royce Gracie in Japan. 90-minute MMA classic. Cross chop there. Kicks the shin out. Dollar tried to do it from behind. The spacing was right, but the clothesline was there. We talked about the inverted Russian leg sweep. There's the traditional side Russian leg sweep. You know, made famous by guys like Brad Armstrong and Bret Hitman Hart. Collar and elbow that time. Cook shot off. Once again, Bipasso. There's that nasty Mafia kick. Getting 3 different names for it here tonight. And Crook Looks like he might have gassed his opponent here. I don't know. MF Dollar that time, as we see the fork again, almost looked like he was sucking wind there. Now we see the Crook with that crimson mask. Yeah, looks like MF Dollar needs to take a little bit of a breather here. Back onto the ring skirt. Referee again really showing some leniency. Not even counting in this one. Both men outside the ring still. That fluorescent light tube. Those have a way of being used. You got to be real careful here. And we'll see if on the kickoff here, MF Dollar ends up on that light tube. And it did get smashed. Had a feeling about that one. Both men down outside the ring. Had the referee been counting, they both would have been counted out some time ago. Irish whip again. Cook went in a little bit early, couldn't get the move off. Now it looks like he's gassed too. Ippon Sayanagi, the judo throw that time. It's a leverage move, and they teach that to small women actually, because even small women can hip throw guys that are 200-300 pounds bigger than them. If you can get that arm and pop that hip and lean over. The nasty release corkscrew brainbuster that time. Just drop the man on his head, rabbit style punch to the back of the dome. Kicks the leg out again. There's the tomahawk chop, and this is that vortex we talked about. It was so nice that man just did it thrice. Crooked Cook now sent to the turnbuckle. Muay Thai style roundhouse kicks. There's 3 of them to the rib cage. Crook taking a break here to breathe. It's been one of the criticisms of Crooked Cook. He's a very good young wrestler, but the thing is he does gas himself. He doesn't breathe quite as much as he needs to, but that'll come with experience. Modified atomic drop that time. Decided not to drop the man on his own knee. MF Dollar just throwing him away that time. Sends his man for the ride. Wanted the pump kick. I think he still caught him maybe in the sternum with a low knee. Double wrist suplex that time, the modified Northern Lights. 2 stomps. And now here's an elevated Texas Cloverleaf. Nicely done. Almost remind me of Dean Malenko. Malenko would kind of sit out on the small of the back a little bit more than that. That Cloverleaf is more something that you're going to feel throughout your entire back, your neck. It almost has the effect of like a Lionheart Chris Jericho style lion tamer. Gut wrench side salto suplex that time. Shades of Dr. Death, Steve Williams. And we talked about Bret Hart earlier. That was a move that Bret Hart used to win many matches. The eye rake there on that top cable. And these are cables here. We don't have nylon ropes like certain organizations. These are metal braided elevator cables. They're very hard, and that's actually one of the reasons that so many luchadors come to this company, because you get a lot of spring off those ropes. It really complements the lucha libre style, the dives to the outside. Over the top that time, the referee starts the count. It's like an over-the-top Uranagi, or maybe like a variation of a T-bone or exploder suplex. Crooked Cook back up, but looked gassed and looked dazed. Gets off the 2-piece punch combo and the Shote palm strike. Shades of Jushin Thunder Liger. Crosses the arms and the legs. Kneeling press. Didn't even get a 1 count that time. A lot of people would have said that Crooked Cook would already be out of this thing, so the fact that he's holding his own this long is a great testament to him. He's one of the fastest rising new stars here in the company. And he's had enough, and he's not going to take it anymore. That was definitely a wrist clutch exploder suplex that time, over the top. Dropped MF Dollar on the back of his skull. MF Dollar back up now. Inside knee out of that front chancery. And how tough is Crooked Cook? Look at this kid come back. Look at the heart. Drop that time with that 3-piece combo. Cook eats the big boot. There's the cover, hooks the far leg, does MF Dollar. Was looking for 3 that time, found 2. If he stays on him, he will get a 3 count. Takes him again and drops him again with that modified atomic drop. talking of modifications, cover there. It was like a modified, almost inverted Mahistral cradle. Nicely done. Thought there might be a rope break there, but there wasn't. I'm guessing there was inches between Crooked Cook and that bottom cable. Once again, there's that two-piece. Wanted the Shote palm strike to end the combo again. Couldn't get it. It's a charging punch to the jaw. A cover, and once again a 2 count. And Crooked Cook, you know, he's trying to take some breaths now, which is smart. You gotta breathe. You don't want to get gassed out there. Inside out with that released German suplex, and Crooked Cook now has that steel folding chair. Rolls his man onto it. Nicely done. I can't tell you what that man just said, but if you heard it at home, you heard it. And if not, you're not going to hear it. German suplex onto the chair, follows up once again with that elevated Texas cloverleaf. Move that Dean Malenko used. There's that G-spot sweep, just barely missed the chair. He won't miss this time. No, he's going to sit him out on it. A move that Dean Malenko used to win many cruiserweight championships in WCW in the late 90s. Very effective, very painful. It was actually Crooked Cook that time who landed on that pile of weapons. Of course, MF Dollar eating that suplex in the process. It's a very violent match. And there it is, jaw first onto the chair and the table. I think he got lucky and missed that barbed wire bet. And now just getting punted around the arena floor. Both men looking for strikes. That one was a little bit low. That was a 5-on-2. 5 knuckles to, well, let's get back to this match. Once again, big boot to the back of the skull. And MF Dollar controlling the ring. Looked like he was going to dive that time. Thanks the dive, thought better of it. Crooked Cook now sends his man back out. And MF Dollar hit all 3 of the weapons that time. The chair, the table, and that bat. And weapons are legal in the ring, so you got to be careful. Don't want to hit somebody in the ring and get disqualified. MF Dollar now looks like he's stuck in a win one more time, a little bit gassed. We're going to see if he can come back into this thing. Still in the driver's seat. Tomahawk chop that time onto the chair. Looks like Crooked Cook is out of this thing. Look at all the blood all around the ring. AAWA Fight to Survive. Here's the Shin-Nanaki clutch. Named after a train station in Russia. German suplex that time, off the mat. Crooked Cook needs to stay on his man. There was a stomp. We'll see if that'll be enough to come back into this thing for Crooked Cook. Once again, we've seen it all night, that G-spot sweep. And here's the Koshiaki Kawada kicks. Somebody's been watching the All Japan tapes. Both men back to their vertical base. There's the 2-piece. The difference is when MF Dollar hits, as we see that fireman's carry, MF Dollar hits his strikes. He's dropping Cook. When Cook hits his strikes on MF Dollar is just rocked by him, but manages to stay on his feet. Once again, side Russian leg sweep from Cook. We saw that a couple of minutes ago. Worked for him twice. There's a German suplex. No bridge, all impact. Second time, almost wound up in Benoit territory that time with the triple Germans. Pinning combination here. Got a 2 count. I thought that was it. The referee's hand was coming down for 3. Overhand blow that time from MF Dollar. Dollar surveys the damage. Once again over the top with the Uranagi. The referee over here to count. Looks like both men might be knocked out here. See if they can answer the 10 count. Referee at 6. This looks like Cook took a little bit longer that time to convalesce. And here's this clutch again. MF Dollar's the kind of guy, what he likes to do is he likes to get behind his opponents and then actually hook a full Nelson and drop back and put the grapevines in. Here we see a rear naked choke. does not have the grapevines, and when a guy's chest down like that, it's kind of hard to get your legs entangled under him. Unless you're Shinya Aoki, then, you know, you can basically be a magician, do whatever you want. Got another chair coming into play here. On the ring apron, tomahawk chop off the springboard. Might have been a little bit premature. Crooked Cook now seizes the opening. Was too far on the first chop and too close on the second one. Couldn't get it. Side headlock and a punch. Back elbow that time from Crooked Cook. Cook now ends up against the turnbuckle. There's 4 roundhouse kicks that time to the ribcage. We saw 3 earlier. Once again, the eye rake on that top cable. Cook now rolled back to basically center ring. Shot off to the far side, big boot in the corner. MF Dollar not done. Like, it's so nice he went for it twice but got caught. And these two men have gone the time limit, ladies and gentlemen. What a brawl that was. AAWA Fight to Survive. Both of these guys leaving everything in the ring. We expected what we saw from MF Dollar. I'm not sure we expected that from Crooked Cook. Very impressed by him are the fans sitting behind me. It's a time limit draw, boys and girls.